There are two kinds of humans. Those who look good with fake ears on, and those who look like complete fools.
Hey, don't you mock me, and besides, you're not even saying it right, Kuma.
No one cares, Toppy. I just want to know why I have to wear them. They're so stupid.
Because this is a Beastman town. And because a good disguise will ensure your safety. Actually, those fake ears look pretty good on you, Morte. In fact, I think it's such a good look, you should consider working it into your everyday wardrobe.
Oh, please. It's not right for her to wear those things, Kuma.
Nacho, are you sure the Spring Continent is the right place for us to be looking? I realize it's the closest continent to Bonnick, but it doesn't seem like the logical place to go.
Normally, a group would steer clear of the Spring Continent and head straight for the Summer or Fall Continent instead. But that trio is craftier than most people. I think they assumed we'd expect them to do the opposite of what we'd normally expect, meaning they did the opposite of that.
I think you're overanalyzing this a bit. If I can speak frankly, I honestly don't think they're as intelligent as you make them sound.
Even if they're not smart enough to come up with that plan, there's still the will of the Destruct Code.
Well then, what's the plan? Where are we headed, Kuma? And where exactly do we plan to be at the end of our journey, Kuma?
I already told you. Everything I know is within the Destruct Code. It alone is the only thing that can lead us to the path of world destruction.
So what you're saying is all the trouble we've been through recently can be traced back to the guidance of that stupid ball, Kuma?
Look at it this way, at least we made the right call coming to the Spring Continent. I mean, if you have to travel, you can't find anywhere in the world that's as warm and tranquil as this.
What are you acting so laid back for? Have you forgotten the fact that we're fugitives?
And the only reason that's true is because of you, Kuma.
I was saying, I've always been told the Spring Continent is the place to go to see cherry trees. But I haven't seen even one yet. I was hoping the three of us could have a nice picnic under one of them.
Excuse me, folks. Are you traveling beastmen?
Oh, why, yes, sir, we are!
Unfortunately, all the cherry trees in this town have been removed.
Huh?
Cherry trees are known to suck the lifeblood of beastmen and use it to make their flowers bloom. It's an old legend that continues to live on in this town.
It's just superstition, Kuma. Back where I'm from, we had a saying that the ground beneath a cherry tree in full bloom was filled with the bodies of beastmen, Kuma.
That's true, but it's just something people say. And believe me, no one around here ever took these legends to actually be fact. But then, the Frogmaster became lord of the town and started spreading the word that cherry trees were unlucky for society, so he ordered them all to be cut down.
My lord, we have just received word that the World Salvation Committee will be arriving to port tonight in Vito. They will be heading here early tomorrow morning.
The World Salvation Committee, eh? I would rather them not stir up trouble in my territory. Man, I really had my hopes up for a picnic under the cherry trees.
How many times do I have to tell you? We're not here to gaze at all the flowers. What's wrong with you?
Look!
Cherry blossom?
Over here, Kuma.
Huh?
What's this one doing here when all the others were cut down, Kuma?
Who cares? Besides, the important thing is that we can have our picnic now. Oh, come on, Morte. Stop making that face, will you? Let's try to have some fun for a change. I mean, think about it for a second. The only reason we're on the Spring Continent is because the Destruct Code led us here. And you never know, the Destruct Code just might have a thing for cherry blossoms like I do.
I seriously doubt that.
So this sucks the lifeblood from beastmen, Kuma? That's impossible. It's just a wives' tale, Kuma.
No way, did I actually scare you, Toppy?
I ain't scared of nothing, Kuma! Now stop playing games up there, Kuma! Ow! Ow!
Oh man, I hope I didn't make it angry.
Get away from me with that, Kuma!
What have you done?
Now's when you fess up and tell him what you did, Kuma.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'm sorry, but I broke this branch! It was an accident!
Bye. Hi. I kinda broke this.
Huh. That's enough truth, Kuma. Something's not quite right in this town, Kuma. I say we hurry up, get what we need, and bug out of here, Kuma.
Yeah.
A human? Wait, who are you?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. But I made a promise to someone that I would meet them here under the cherry tree.
What the heck's going on here, Kuma?
It's just a guess, but maybe everyone actually believes that tree sucks away their lifeblood. Hey, look over there. It looks like they're still open. Excuse me, do you have any food for sale?
Stay away from me!
Right this way. I've got a wide selection of rare foods from around the globe.
It's you.
Agon the smuggler, Kuma?
So, we meet again. Who'd have thunk it? I guess since you're here, you were able to escape from the pleasure ship in one piece. No way! Is that a branch from the cherry tree, the last one standing in town?
It sure is.
You know something about it, Kuma?
Yeah, what's the big deal with this thing anyway? Everyone runs off all frantic the minute they see it.
So you're the one that broke that branch off.
Yeah, I was climbing the tree. I mean, it was just an accident, you know?
That tree's got a name. It's called the Cursed Cherry Tree, and every single beastman in town is scared to death of it.
The cursed cherry tree?
Right. Apparently, anyone who tries to cut it down or break off a branch or harm it in any way will be cursed with one unfortunate event after another until the end of time. That's why it's the only cherry tree left standing in the entire village. No one dares try to cut it down or even go near it.
Why didn't anyone tell us about this curse?
Oh, don't take it so seriously, Kuma. It's just one of those silly local legends, right, Kuma?
Well, personally, I think it's all a crock. If it's food you're looking for, it's right over there.
Oh, thanks.
But I'm sure you've heard the saying before yourself, there's no smoke without fire. It wouldn't hurt to be careful, right?
That's not a bad idea, as long as we're cautious.
Oh, God! Help! Help me, Tommy, please!
We're in big trouble, Morte. We found out this cherry tree is cursed. What do you think we should do?
Huh?
I just told you! The tree is cursed, meaning anyone who breaks off a branch like I did will have a curse set upon them for life!
Okay.
We're getting sucked in deeper and deeper, Kuma!
You don't have to get all worked up about it.
Who is this guy?
The name's Jade, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I live in the forest near here. In case you're wondering, I'm the one who spread the rumor throughout town about the curse. It's just a made-up story, so you can rest assured you'll be fine. Trust me, you're anything but cursed.
Why would you go around spreading rumors and conjecture like that, Kuma?
In order to protect this tree from the axes of the beastmen.
Excuse me, human. We have some questions for you.
Sorry, do I know you two?
It's unlikely. We are with the World Salvation Committee. Tell me, have you seen any members of the World Destruction Committee lately?
If you want information from me, you're gonna have to pay for it. Or you can buy something, doesn't matter to me.
Do you have even the faintest idea who it is you are speaking to?
Okay. One dried sand shark fin. We'll take it to go, and of course, you can keep the change.
Now that you mention it, I did run into them here. But you may want to think twice about getting close to them. See, those fools broke a branch off the cursed cherry tree.
Cursed cherry tree?
Yep. And if you don't tread carefully, you may wind up getting some of their bad luck rubbed off on you.
I'm not too concerned about it. Curses, bad luck, and all these other unscientific theories are simply cheap fiction used to scare the ignorant.
Well, you see, the truth is, I promised to meet someone under this same cherry tree some time ago.
A woman, Kuma?
Yes, it was my fiancée. Many years ago, we lived quietly in a little village on the outskirts of Bonnick. But then one day, the beastmen came and set fire to our whole village. All of the men from my village fought bravely to save it, but we had no hope of defeating the beastmen. So just before the final charge, the two of us made a promise that if we both made it out alive, we would make our way to the Spring Continent and meet on a hill outside of a town near water, underneath a beautiful cherry tree.
What then? Were you able to reunite with your girlfriend after all?
Afraid not. And that is exactly why I can never allow this cherry tree to disappear. But today was a new day, and I will continue to wait for her.
Well, I'm glad that's settled, Kuma. It's a good thing that curses and bad luck don't exist in our world, Kuma.
It's not a good thing at all, Toppy.
And why is that, Kuma?
Because at this point, everyone in town knows I broke off a branch from the cherry tree. And if nothing bad happens to me, they're gonna figure out that the curse is a lie. And then everything Jade worked for will be for nothing.
I think it's a little too soon to say that nothing bad will happen to you. You never know when some unspeakable, terrifying misfortune could befall us, catching us all by surprise.
Wait, what are you saying, Kuma?
Do you really believe in that sort of thing, Morte?
I guess I do.
But we know for a fact the curse of the cherry tree is just a lie, and there's nothing we can do about it, Kuma.
Yeah, but Toppy, now the cherry tree is in danger of being cut down. It's just... there must be something we can do.
Ah! Gross! Bird poop has just landed on me! Eek! Ow! Now a big potted plant just fell on my head. What the heck is this, Kuma?
What do you mean? It's a script.
You spent all night thinking of ways to fix things, Kuma, and this is all you came up with.
Yeah, and since the curse doesn't actually exist, then all we can do is make it up from scratch. First, we have to do it in front of a big crowd. Oh, and it'll be much more effective if the Frogmaster sees it too. So, our best bet is to do it along the boulevard that passes right in front of the Lord's mansion. So once we get there, bird poop will land on your head, okay, Toppy? And I'll be the one dropping it, by the way. Then, at that point, you'll start screaming your head off and make a huge scene. The Frogmaster will hear it and rush outside to see what the commotion is all about, which is right when the potted plant will fall on your head, which, again, I'll be dropping myself.
Now wait just a second, Kuma. How come I'm the only one who gets hurt in this whole plan, Kuma?
Because it's the only way it'll work. Besides, Morte has pretty much refused to help us at all. Don't worry. At the end, I'll pretend to die along with you. So, you'll start screaming again and then make a run towards the canal, at which point you'll join up with me and say, "Let's get out of this godforsaken town, Kuma." Oh, but you won't say it. You'll scream it. Then we'll hop on a boat we placed there earlier, but the boat...
I still don't see why I have to be the one to go through this theatrical farce, Kuma.
Jeez, calm down already. Remember, we're doing this so Jade can reunite with the love of his life someday.
You're using real poop, Kuma?
It's got to look realistic or the people will never believe it. Now come on, Birdie, push one out for me.
Hurry up, Kuma.
Something's not right here. Maybe he doesn't have to go right now.
Those two are from the World Salvation Committee, Kuma.
Yes, it worked, Toppy! Now start all the screaming.
Looks like I found them.
What's this?
Oh my, they're the ones from yesterday.
Do curses really exist in our world?
That script you worked on so hard will be ruined, Kuma! Whoa, Kuma!
But it's already ruined!
This may not be what you had in mind originally, but we can still make our escape by pretending to drown, Kuma!
Sure this is gonna work?
I don't think she can come after us in the water, Kuma. Now, find the perfect spot, pretend to drown to death, and we'll be home free, Kuma. Where'd you get that boat from, Kuma?
Leah, get in!
We need more speed!
We're screwed, Kuma! They're gonna catch up in no time!
What's with all the commotion? I want answers! Somebody help us! I should have never broken up that branch! Now we're gonna die!
Oh, it's the lifeline, Kuma! The curse of the cherry tree!
Your plan worked like a charm.
Yeah, I think we were pretty convincing. That cherry tree should be safe from the beastmen from now on.
Thank you.
Wow, that bridge collapsing was timed perfectly, but was that just a coincidence, Kuma?
Well, it certainly wasn't the curse that caused the bridge to collapse. But I think it's safe to say a greater force was at work.
Are they dead?
No. It looks like they escaped. Those two are even slicker than I made them out to be.
You know, I wonder how long Jade's been waiting for his girlfriend under this tree.
I think.
Huh?
It's been decades.
Decades?
That's impossible, Kuma.
The war that Jade told us about, the one between the Beastmen and the humans in Bonnick, my father told me about that before he died. According to my father, the battle took place decades ago. While you two were in town, I decided to go check out the story for myself. I found Jade's house just on the other side of that hill over there. But I found Jade's body. He's been dead for years. I'm sure he waited day after day underneath this cherry tree, in the hopes of seeing his love again, to no avail.
Then... that means the Jade we met.
So even after his death, Jade stood by and protected this very last cherry tree while waiting for his beloved to return, Kuma.
I wonder if Jade's spirit will ever get to reunite with his girlfriend one day.
I'm sure that as long as that cherry tree continues to bloom, then one day the two of them will be reunited, Kuma. I get separated from Kyrie and Morte, then end up meeting an old friend from my past in a town with a gigantic coliseum. It's a reunion between friends who at one time vowed we'd become heroes among heroes. But as it turns out, he and I no longer share the same vision. Next time on Sands of Destruction, there are two kinds of men.
Why isn't he ending his sentences with Kuma anymore?
Maybe because we're hearing his inner dialogue.
Kuma.